The most common question every single person asks me is that, how do I know I'm ready for marriage? Or how do I know he's the right person, she's the right person? I say to them, are you ready to die? Not literally, but die to self. Because if you really ask yourself this question, am I ready to sacrifice my personal time and willing to give up this self-centeredness attitude and ready to give this lady all my time and all the attention? Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about how to become a husband. So I'm going to be sharing a few things I wish I knew before I got married. So we're going to be touching on 4 points, and the first one is going to be love, the next one is going to be provision, and the next one is going to be vision, and the last one is going to be why. Why do you want to get married to this lady? So the first thing I'm going to be touching here is provision, being a provider. Like the Bible says in 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8, it says, "But those who won't care for their relatives, especially for those in their own household, have denied the true faith. Such people are worse than unbelievers." I remember when I used to be single, especially in the winter months where I feel sick, wake up under the weather, feel sick. All I do is just call my boss and call in sick, and because I was just providing for my own self. But once I got married, even though I feel sick, I don't feel so well, I still go into work, regardless of how I feel, because I know my family depends on my income and what I bring to the table. My family has become my first and important ministry. If there's one thing every woman wants financial security. They want to make sure the bills are paid, they want to make sure there's a roof over their head, they want to make sure the babies are fed, and no one is hungry, you know what I mean? So women love financial security. Trust me, you don't want to have a woman in your house that you don't have money to take care of, and she's gonna nag you a lot. Trust me, don't do that. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is vision. Every man needs a vision. Let me tell you something now. A woman would never be submissive to a man without a vision. So as someone says, it's always like having a target and having an aim at that target. The thing is that if you don't have a target, you miss every time. So you have to have a plan for your family. Women need men with a vision. God has designed a woman to multiply everything you put in them. So if you give a woman a grocery, she's gonna give you a meal. If you give her a house, she's gonna give you a home. And women have this crazy memory to remember every single detail of everything you say to them or do to them. And I remember a while back where I was so amped about the plans I had for the family, and so I was gonna do this, I was gonna do that. And 6 months later, I haven't done nearly half of what I said I was going to do, and she reminded me every single thing, details that I said I was going to do. Trust me, anytime you have a plan and vision, always make sure you do it, because trust me, they're going to remind you. So the next thing we're going to be talking about here is love. I often hear people use the word, I fell out of love with her. The Bible didn't ask us to fall in love with her. The Bible asks us to walk in love. So how do we work in love as the Bible has instructed us to do? We can walk in love by participating and sacrifices we make. I know sometimes I find it so difficult to be fully present anytime my wife, is talking to me about things she's actually excited about and things she loves to talk about, like, hair, shoes, and clothes she wants to buy. Especially when I just come back from work and I'm super, super tired. And she's like, "Babe, you're not listening to me." I'm like, well, I work so hard every day, I'm so tired. But God said that man shall not live by bread alone, so she needs more than just bread. Like the Bible said in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1, love is patient and love is kind. If you don't have patience, I'll just say it right now, bro, you're not ready for marriage, because many things are not going to go your way, and a lot of things are going to get you very angry, and you need a whole lot of patience to actually manage a marriage. You can't just explode or get frustrated at every single thing that doesn't go your way. I tell you, man, a lot of things are not going to go your way, and you have to exercise patience at all times. So the last thing I'm going to be talking about is why. Why do you want to marry this lady? What's your reason? Is it because of sex? Is it because she has a big body, or because she's beautiful? I know every man has their own preference and what they're attracted to, but if those things are the things you are actually looking out for, I tell you, those things will not sustain your marriage. God has commanded us to place our wives' needs over ours. A lot of single guys ask me, how do I know if I'm ready to get married? And I just tell them, if you're ready to die to self and make her a priority and place her needs over yours, then you're ready to get married. I was searching the Bible and looking for a great example for a husband. I've seen a lot of great apostles and prophets in the Bible, but it's really hard to find a great example for a husband apart from Jesus and a man named Hosea. Hosea, I know, is a very depressing example to use. If you don't know Hosea, was a man God instructed to marry a prostitute, and she left and had babies with other men, and he took her back in, and she left again, and she was enslaved, and he went and he bought her back. I know it's a very, very depressing character, but I believe Hosea is the standard for every husband. Okay, so the goal is not to be perfect, but to be better every day. I remember when I fell into sin and I fornicated. At that time, she wasn't my wife, and she became pregnant, and we had to honor God by getting married. I was nowhere ready to be her husband, but God transformed my life and made me a changed man, and has helped me every single day to get better. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for listening. I really appreciate it. Please share, like, subscribe, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Adios.